In today's training, I'm going to walk you through how to integrate your Hawks sections into Blackboard. We are pleased to offer both a synchronization tool, which allows you to link your Blackboard roster and grades between Blackboard and Hawks, and a single sign-on tool, which allows students to access their Hawks accounts directly from within your Blackboard course. If you are new to using Hawks, please reach out to your training and support specialist if you would like to integrate Hawks within your LMS. Your LMS administrator will need to make our links available to you within your Blackboard. So the first thing we'll do is set up the Hawks Sync tool. This can be found on the left side under Course Management. And if you expand out Course Tools, you should see the Hawks Sync tool in the list. So selecting it here, this will open up the Hawks Sync tool login page in a new tab. And the first thing you'll need to do here is enter in your Teach account credentials. If you have not set up your Teach account yet, please reach out to your training and support specialist for assistance. So I'll click here and enter in my credentials and go ahead and log in. The next thing you'll need to do is select the Hawks section, which corresponds with the Blackboard course you're currently working in. If you need to select a different product or a different instructor, you can do so through these drop downs here up at the top. So I'll select our section here, and then you'll see this Show Students page checkbox down at the bottom. You do not need to select this option if you have enabled the single sign-on tool for your students or plan to, as they will be linking themselves through that. The Students tab is most often used for troubleshooting later in the semester, and can be enabled at any time through the setup button in the top right once you're logged in. So clicking continue, this will take us into the actual sync tool. Up here in the top right, you'll see the setup button, which I just mentioned. And the first tab that we're going to work in is the assignments tab. This is where you will actually map over the assignments from Hawks into Blackboard and create those columns in Blackboard. So scrolling down, you'll see a list of all of the lessons and web tests that you've assigned into Hawks. And all the lessons and web tests are going to be the lighter of the two different colored green items, while the darker green items are going to be your assignment groups that you've created. You can check off any combination of these that you would like, and then click Sync to begin bringing those over and creating those columns in Blackboard. Now, once that is done and your students have synced themselves through single sign-on, you can come back into the Sync tool and go to the Assignment Grades tab. This is where you will actually bring over the grades from Hawks into Blackboard. Now, once your students are synced over, you should see a list of all of the assignments with all of your students right here. And all you would have to do is select all and then click on sync and go through a couple steps of confirmation, and that will bring over all of your grades from Hawks into Blackboard. So this is really all you'll need to do with the sync tool. So what we'll do now is hop back over into the gradebook, and I'll show you how to get the single sign-on tool set up. So first place you'll want to go is to the content area. And this is going to be one of two ways that you can add the single sign-on tool in. So from within a content area in Blackboard, you can choose the tools dropdown, expand out more tools, and then select the Hawks single sign-on option. Now you can change the name if you would like, or leave it as is. You don't need to change any of the other settings here, and all you need to do is click submit. And this will now add the single sign-on link into your Blackboard course. Now, if you've already synced your class with the sync tool, this will now be a live link for your students. Any of your students who previously had a Hawks account and click on the single sign-on tool, the system will automatically find their account, enroll them in your section, and link them with Blackboard. If there are any students who do not have an account yet, when they click on this link, it will go ahead and create an account for them, give them temporary access, and enroll them in your section. Now, the other way that you can add the single sign-on tool in is by clicking the plus button up here and then choosing tool link. You can then just enter in a name. So I'll call this one Hawks. And then we'll need to choose the type. If you look here, you should see the Hawks single sign-on tool available. Last thing you'll need to do is make sure this is available for your students, and then you can click submit. And this will now add a direct link to Hawks over here on the left side of your course. So that is it for adding the single sign-on and sync tool into your Blackboard course. If you have any additional questions or would like a more in-depth training of our Blackboard synchronization tools, please feel free to reach out to us at training@hawkslearning.com for additional assistance. Thank you very much.